So reminding everyone initially, the title of today's session, Maximizing Business Value with Data and AI in an Era of Constant Change. I hope that kind of shone throughout the kind of different presentations that we shared. Just a quick recap of what we saw, what we heard, a high-level view across the data and AI landscape, zooming in on the value chain and the various technology vendors, as well as the kind of organizations in the room. And that all this must exist in the service of kind of value for business. We heard about the emergence of agentic AI. We kind of got a deep dive from Scott. We saw models use orchestrators, build complex flows. We saw the usage patterns. We saw the kind of technology in action ultimately. A real-world business case harnessing the power of AI to unlock insights from dense transcript documents in various languages was kind of what Robbie shared. And then using that for kind of a starting point for inspiration with taglines and so forth for different products. Obviously, I spoke a little bit about, again, reiterating the dynamism of the landscape, the kind of resultant complexity in having to kind of figure out what your enterprise AI strategy is, the need to deliver value, and kind of some frameworks to think about how to do that. The importance of data engineering and governance and how that can be used to kind of build the foundation for AI success. And ultimately concluding just now with a pretty compelling use case around enhancing your attribute mapping and bringing new attribution into your data. So kind of key takeaways, stating the obvious, but the industry remains dynamic and fast moving. Understanding the motivation of the value, the different aspects of the value chain, the different components of the value chain is important. Understanding how the technology fundamentally works is obviously pretty critical when you're thinking about adopting it. And demystification has become a theme of these updates. Data engineering and governance remains paramount. Don't listen to us, trust Andrew Ng, I suppose. And then always ensure solutions are business case led. Not using technology for technology's sake. And then we shared some business cases today. We have more. They're available on our website, but we can also bring them to you. They're available on our YouTube channel. There's quite a lot that focus on consumer health, consumer goods, but we have insurance, financial services, all sorts of kind of use cases that we could share with you. Obviously available to answer any questions you have at lunch. We could bring this content to organizations. We do that. So if you think there are colleagues that would be interested and you'd like to kind of try and arrange something, we'd be happy to work with you on that. And then please, check our website for kind of other perspectives we share in other modes. So we have webinars, short videos, written content that we share that kind of encapsulates some of the messages that you heard today. If you really like today, you can join us again in Singapore in August. But the serious point here is if you have any colleagues, we will be running this event again in Singapore in August on the 21st. And as a reminder, the next event in the series is now available on our website. You can pre-register your interest in that. Will be taking place in late October at the Soho Hotel in London. But thank you very much for joining us here today at the London Stock Exchange.